man is a danger to you. And me too. Tatted on my forehead. Go home. Go to bed. I dress. Something wicked just like home. When the family unit is overrun. When the structure is undone. By some new concoction. Now I walk softly and carry a big stick. Original gorilla.
Welcome back to the Franchise Podcast. I'm Joe Arrigo. With me is Squeeze McClaws.
Yeah, baby. Merry Christmas.
Tis the season to
We
be
in the
squeezed.
building. Yeah, it is. It is.
It is.
This is the season to be squeezed.
That's why you heard the jingle bells at the beginning of it.
Hey, I think it might have been close to on beat.
It was.
Definitely a mistake.
That's why I laughed.
Hey.
I looked at you and was laughing.
Hey, man. I mean, I think it came in right on time. There.
Speaking of
Buddy
right on,
boy.
Speaking of right on time, my guy. Speaking of it,
Been a minute.
it's been a minute.
A lot of things going on right now.
A lot. Hey, look, man. See, you was traveling the world, Mr.
Yeah.
Parlez-vous français? Menage
Yeah,
a trois, French kiss, French toast.
Yeah, I was doing it. I was doing the damn thing, man.
How
I
was
doing
France?
Croissants. Cold, It was cold.
Hey, but see,
Number one, I saw the sun when I was right before I landed, before we came through the clouds. I didn't see the sun again until I got up over the clouds on the way back.
you
Bruh.
serious?
Listen, I done did the Europe thing before, man. I've lived in Europe and love the people, hate the weather, bro.
So Big Ant hit me and goes, hey, man. Hey, TQ do the big. Out
Really?
there in a Bentley playing West Side, throwing up the dub. What?
Hey, man, listen. I tell you, this life has been crazy. I'm literally walking into a party and some guys are standing at the door. You got the doorman there and another guy's there. He walks up to me. He's got the French accent. He's like, "Oh, TQ." And I'm like, yeah. Man, he starts running it, bro. He's like, I am such a fan. He started running it about my first album. He's like, man, please, I have a car service. Let me take you around Paris.
Did he remember
I'm
Melinda?
like, what? He remembered everything.
He remembered Melinda.
I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, man, let me take you to the Eiffel Tower. Let me take you to the Arc de Triomphe. Let me show you around Paris my way. Please, it's an honor for me to have TQ in my car.
And he played the album the whole time while you was
Yeah, I'm
driving?
like, man, who is this guy? And sure enough, man walks over to the Bentley. Man opens the door. I get in the car and just takes me around Paris, man. And I had a great time. It was awesome. And we just literally talked music, talked about my career. He talked about his life, what brought him to Paris, showed me that he was the great Kobe Bryant's driver every time he was in France. Showed me all kinds of pictures with him and Kobe. Man, I couldn't believe it, man. It was great. And I'm literally just walking to a party, man. And
Now,
that's how this happened.
The cold part, I didn't notice. This is the first time I've seen him since he been gone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is all news to me.
Yeah, that's what happened, man.
Good
See, I'm
stuff.
Drinking my
Yeah, somebody got wine.
Bordeaux here, man. I've been doing the French thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of,
Somebody got wine. I ain't saying no names.
yeah, I mean, I'm just, it is what it is. man.
Even Trish got wine.
Hey, it's one of them nights. We ain't gonna talk about yours though, huh?
It's gone.
You dig?
Hey, speaking of gone, America's gone from the World Cup. We'll talk about that.
Boy,
We'll talk about the Raiders and
I had a rough time over there with the last couple of days, man. When I was on my way to leave, USC loses, USA loses.
man, I was at the SC game.
Yeah, I saw you.
In a suite. I was living a suite.
You was chilled
life.
out.
My
You
boy
was
Joe.
chilled out.
Joe
I saw that.
Joe Goldberg.
Yeah.
True story. What happened? My boy Tyson Peterson came down from Cali, right? Big SC guy was like, yo, let's go to the game. So we went to the game. We had a great dinner at Piero's the night before. And then,
Oh, you went to Piero's. huh?
yeah, went to the Tark room. Woo!
Man gets jiggy with it when I'm gone.
Hey, you went to try parlez-vous français, mi amor, bonbons, and
When
all
I'm
that
here,
good
he
stuff.
like, hey, let's go to PT's.
Nah, not PT.
Come on, man. Go ahead, bro.
Distill.
What happened? Yes, that's fine.
But so then Joe hits me. I'm at my guy USC Psycho. Shout out to Roy.
Shouts out USC Psycho in the building.
Fight on.
Follow him on Twitter.
So he said, hey, come to my tailgate. So me and Tyson went to the tailgate. Tyson's a regular. I get a call from Joe. He said, yo, where you at? I said, I'm at the tailgate. Like, I'm chilling out before the game. I'm going to go up and report on it. He goes, no, you're not. So what you mean? He goes, check your phone. I look at my phone. There's 2 tickets to his suite. He goes, Phil Knight canceled his suite. I called him up and got it.
Sweet. Literally.
Guess who his, for lack of better terms, maitre d' was?
Ooh.
Howie Long Jr.
Wow.
So it was a cool time in the suite, living the sweet life. You know,
Nice.
horrible outcome. But I will say this. Caleb Williams, before he popped the hammy,
Yeah, man.
he's different.
He is, man. He is something else, bro. He is something else. They need another transfer portal. They need some dogs on the line.
D-line, please.
D-line and
too.
O-line. They
Yes.
need both. Like, because, you know, all of the running around and all of that this year was thrilling, and they won the Heisman. They shouldn't have had to do all of that.
Real talk.
Imagine if he didn't have to do all of that.
Real talk.
My goodness. Imagine if they could just stop somebody sometimes. And like what I saw, and I'm up at 2:00 in the morning watching this on my phone. Shouts out to Fox Sports. Most of the time when I'm out of the country, I can't watch anything.
Fox had you laced?
Oh, I was laced. I was able to watch the SC game and the World Cup from overseas, and I didn't get that disturbing black screen that says that I'm out of the service area for this program.
Well,
That was wonderful. Shouts out to y'all. But what I saw was like, I feel like they knew they didn't have the dogs on defense, so they started preaching early. It's about turnovers.
that and we gotta
And you got God when that's happening, you're gonna give up big plays because
you
you're
don't
going for the
tackle.
ball and you're not tackling.
yeah, and we got to outscore people. That was the whole mantra. I think.
Exactly.
So we're in the college football world. Let's stay in there. While you were gone, while you were gone or right before you left, I don't recall.
No, that's why I found out when I landed.
Okay, so we found out surprisingly that UNLV fired head coach Marcus Arroyo. Now, normally, like in this isn't me talking about myself in any way. Like I would have at least a little warning with it before anybody.
Yeah.
Completely shocked. I got it from a high school coach that literally texts me with the emoji of the guy doing this. And I was like, what's up? And I'm thinking it's a recruit that they're recruiting that like is going somewhere else. I'm like, what's good? He goes, he sends me the link to footballscoop.com. And it was like, UNLV not expected to bring back head coach Marcus Arroyo. So I start hitting people, and Coach Arroyo hit me back and was like, yeah, it's true. So then I get a text, 10:30 for Tita Complex. Eric Harper, the UNLV AD, is meeting with the media. So I jump in the rental, slide down there, right? What I found awkward is Marcus Arroyo was still in the building upstairs. And it was the day they were painting the Fremont Canyon. So the optics didn't look optimal. If you're a UNLV fan, like it just didn't seem right. Eric Harper, the AD, came in and said, essentially, you know, I made a decision because we're here to win championships, and I don't think we're on the right path. Whether you agree or disagree, fans, that's up to you. And he wanted to bring in somebody that he said was going to be a name that had some head coaching experience and that's done it at the highest level. And it took about a week and a day to be exact. But as we record this on Tuesday, Eric Harper hired Coach Odom, from former Missouri head coach, and he's the current Arkansas defensive coordinator. And we'll talk about that first or later. But let's talk about your opinion about everything you've seen with Coach Arroyo, because I know people say I'm skewed because, you know, they said it before with Tony Sanchez too, like, oh, you're Tony's guy. Well, then it's you're Marcus's guy. Well, there's a reason why coaches like me. I can't help if people like me. If you don't, that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Everybody don't like you. I know. Let me hush.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that don't like me too. Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Look, man, I said it before. I have a unique perspective when looking at these things. Like, you're a bona fide, certified fucking sports guy. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
I am not. You know what I'm saying? I am a B team cameraman for Franchise Sports Media. But that gives me the opportunity to be on the sideline. And I've covered this team for 3 years now. And I've been around football my whole life. Played it, love it. Even when it comes down to making music, the key to success is having the right team around you.
Real talk.
That team has to have a certain level of cohesiveness, chemistry, and morale. Okay. My first couple of years of covering UNLV, I hated the morale. I'm a USC fan. I've never been a Rebels fan for football. Didn't know anything about UNLV football outside of Icky, right?
Randall Cunningham.
And Randall, right.
Yeah.
So the change that I could see firsthand, being able to shoot practice, being able to shoot games, and just having the knowledge of football and how this thing works, UNLV was on the right path. And I'm not even just, if you just leave wins and losses out of it, just the makeup of the team, the people that left as opposed to the people that came in, when you see chemistry happening, when you see everybody talks like they're a family, but when you got that big eye on the sideline, they can't lie.
Right.
They could lie to a lot of people. They can't lie to me. They can't lie to Trish. They can't lie to the photographers because we're there and we're within an earshot of everything that's going on. And if you have grown to love the program, the reason why I've grown to love the program is because I see the struggle. I see the ups and downs. I see the processes. I see everything that Tony Sanchez had to go through, everything he was up against, right? I saw how well he was able to do with insurmountable odds.
Real talk.
And then here comes Arroyo, and I see it happen again. And it doesn't matter if the media doesn't like you because the team did.
And let's talk about that, because the perception of Coach Arroyo has been that he's unapproachable. He's not well liked by the media and be bad with boosters. Well, I'm not making excuses for Marcus, but I'm going to defend him because in 2020, if you ask any college football coach, that season didn't count.
Yeah.
Period. They say you couldn't practice daily because you didn't know how many guys you had, or if you did, who's going to be in, who's going to be out. It was like, go try to bring some normalcy to the public because that's what we need.
Right.
And yeah, he goes winless, but he wasn't able to go into the community, shake hands and kiss babies. He wasn't able to let people see who he really is.
Take it a step further. A player that takes a year off due to injury.
Yeah.
Is he going to be the same player that first year back?
Not at all.
Not
That's
at
a
all.
great analogy, by the way.
Not at all, man.
And then year two, you still have COVID restrictions.
Still got COVID restrictions.
And UNLV followed rules unlike other schools.
Correct. Now, just like you said earlier, people are going to watch this, especially in this community, and feel like we're being homers or whatever, because, you know, they have a perception of our company and the relationship with the UNLV football coach that's just a bit overblown. I'm just calling it how I see it. If the morale of the team is what it was before Doug got hurt this year, and then what it became.
Oh, Lord.
And then to be able to crawl out of that and win the cannon back. So I go to this and I go back and I say, okay, remember when Lane Kiffin got fired on the tarmac?
I was getting off the plane with the team. Me and Sue were just talking about this the other night.
Yeah. It's like that was a culmination of things that to me, it felt like there was an air of personal something with the way that was done.
Okay.
I don't know, man. You know more so than I do.
Hey, wait,
but
I know where you're going.
Timing of this and like, I don't know, but bro, did it have to be done in that way? Could it have been, what was somebody angry? Damn it. Inquiring minds want to know, was somebody
trying
angry?
To get me in trouble?
Was it necessary for this to be done in this manner?
Look,
at the same exact time, look, man, I got it in my camera. We still got it on the cards. It ain't even off the cards yet in the camera.
We gotta.
I see Big Plant dragging the cannon across the football field, man. The last thing I'm thinking at that point is that we're about to fire the coach. And I feel I'm speaking for the city when I say that.
I'll pull the curtain back a little bit. After that game, I'm down by the locker room with Griffin Kemp. And Griffin brought his nephew for his, I think, 12th birthday, his birthday.
Yeah.
Called me as a joke. Like, do you know anybody with tickets? I said, yeah, I got you. I know some people. Gave him the tickets for his. They got down by the locker room. His nephew was so excited, and I seen Marcus, and he comes over to me, gives me a big hug. He's like, yup. You know how coach is, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
He's like, we did it. And he goes, I go, coach, you know, that's your first win, 1 score less than 10 tries.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, shit. You're right. You got that gorilla off your back. I said, but coach, that's Griffin. You know Griffin. He's like, hey, yeah. So that's his brother. His nephew, can you take a picture? He says to him, what's up, young man? You ready to come play for me in a couple years? Kid is geeked. Yeah, he has the last picture of Marcus Arroyo as a head coach.
God damn.
And as the last thing I thought of, because he was already talking as he was walking away, we were walking back towards the locker room. He said he was talking about how excited he is about the program going forward. And this was a big win, and how, yeah, they dropped the ball in Hawaii, but they're going to get better from it. And he learned from it.
Glad you said that. Let's back this train up a little bit.
Hey, that's what we do, man. We're fair.
If my name is Eric Harper, and I'm an ex-Division I football player, and I am now the AD of UNLV, and I love the program, and I want to leave my mark, and I want this team to be something, I am so mad at everybody on the team when they lost to Hawaii. I don't want nobody. I want to fire when I saw that Hawaii score, I wanted to fire everybody. I wanted no players on the team. I wanted none of the coaches. Fire everybody. That's the way I felt when I saw the Hawaii game. If you love the program, if you believe in the program, if you've watched throughout training camp, spring football, practices, the first couple of weeks, how they fought back from the injuries, and they go out and lay that kind of egg like that, man. Yo, if you got any passion about the Rebels, you want to see change immediately. Okay, so I say that going into year 3, and they go from no wins in the pandemic, where it's crazy, to 5 wins, and still have a chance to go to a bowl. Yeah. And Buffalo comes back and wins by a single point over Akron. Yeah.
If not, they're in the Bahamas Bowl. I think that I respect the decision that Eric Harper made. I respect it because this is his first hire. This is his first major decision as athletic director, and it happens 11 months, almost 12 months after him being named athletic director. Yeah. It's the thing he's going to hang his hat on. This is what this hire is going to be, what they hang. He hangs his hat on, and what he's going to be judged at. Yeah.
Look, I don't like the decision. I don't like the decision at all. Again, you're closer to the players than I am. Okay. If this team comes out of this with the type of morale that they had during training camp this year, throughout the first couple of weeks of the season this year, then great.
I'm glad you said that.
But that Hawaii game, bro, it's just like when they was calling for Josh McDaniels' head after New Orleans. I was too.
You were calling for Coach Arroyo's head?
It wasn't necessarily. I wasn't calling for his head because I know the insides of. I know the morale of the team when it's at its best. Okay. And I didn't think that was even possible under Coach Sanchez. No knock to him, just the guys that he had on the team, right? Okay. You know who my favorites were. We got a lot of them now.
Yeah, you was a big Javen guy.
Big Javen guy. I see a lot of Javen type players on this team.
Dogs.
As opposed to, exactly.
Yeah.
So if that's preserved, then they'll be fine. But I don't know if that's going to be preserved.
Well, before I answer that, because I actually know.
Right.
I want to fast forward to today, and there's a lot of rumors and speculation about who was going to be hired. I mean, If you when he fired Arroyo,
They was on your head, huh? Why did they stay on your head like you're just supposed to be Nostradamus? What do they think that the rebel calls Joe and tells him exactly what do they think?
Like,
you
yeah,
like?
exactly.
Are you Harp's son or somebody? Like,
bro, like,
what is the deal? What are you doing to these people?
Bro, I don't know. Maybe because everything comes out through me. You know, but even at
Maybe
that,
you need to stop telling them everything.
But I don't tell them everything. That's the whole thing. I don't. Like, I didn't mention a word about anybody in this coaching search, and I did it for a reason.
But I mean, you do this all the time, though. You give your opinion.
That's
on
what
who the possible guys out there. You do your work with the people you talk to, and you look who's out. I mean, it's a good read. Why do they get mad about it? Why y'all get mad? You just don't like him? I'm talking to the people. We talk about everybody likes you, and I said no. I'm talking to you guys who don't. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Speculation. It's all speculation until it happens.
I'm not going to say the paper's name, but they put out an article the other day that said Ed Orgeron and Chris Peterson are on the list. Literally said they're on the list. Literally, I know Coach O.
Yeah.
Covered Coach O.
Yeah.
Have great stories with Coach O.
Yeah, stop.
Ain't no way Coach O was coming to UNLV for anything.
Yeah, nah.
There's no way. Like he's getting paid $17 million to not do anything.
Come on, man.
And furthermore, he turned down 10 to do a TV deal.
Come on, man.
To do 30 minutes a week to cover college football. Said, nah, I'm good.
But they don't get mad at them, do they? They get mad at you.
They get mad at me because I say it. But they get mad at me, but they don't get mad at the paper for putting it out there and then trying to bat. Then they oh man, they moonwalk like a motherfucker on that.
Boy.
Oh, hey, like no, it was possibly. Oh no, because you put possibly in there, you are a public. If we put possibly, I literally put these are names.
Yeah.
That I've been told by people. This is my speculation.
You did this before Marcus came.
I did another one, and Marcus was on the list.
Exactly.
And I didn't think Marcus was going to get the job.
I remember that.
So it's amazing. So the players.
Yeah, man, tell us about this. How do they feel about this?
So I've had
this coach. Who's this coach? The people
Barry
want
Odom.
to know who Coach Barry Odom is.
Barry Odom was the head coach at Missouri for 5 years. He finished 25-25, went to 3 bowls, finished high as third in the SEC, and twice fourth, and then 1 7th, which was his first year. He took over for Gary Pinkel, who is the Missouri. It's like taking over for Bobby Bowden for Florida State or J-Rob at USC or whatever. Okay, a former player there, defensive-minded guy, loves defense. Great. I mean, D lineman.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna come in and
I like that.
D lineman, get ready for Coach O. He's coming in and doing his thing.
I like that.
Coach Barry Odom, not Coach O.
Right.
But this stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to rephrase that real quick. Yeah. But let me point this out too. UNLV finally got the Odom that they've wanted for a long, long time.
Really?
Because Lamar, they wanted Lamar.
Yeah.
So anyway, bad joke.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
But Coach Odom is a guy who has a son that's a linebacker that was supposed to go to Arkansas as a recruit. I'm pretty sure he's going to flip and come here. Okay. And he has the number 8 quarterback in the country in the 2025 class. That's his son. Okay. So you figure now you're going to get a national recruit quarterback coming here down the road too. Okay. Sweet. I'm speculating with that, so don't quote me on that. For all you out there.
Yeah, piss him off again.
Yeah, here we go. But he's a guy that legitimately is a player's coach.
How do our players feel about him so far? What do they say about this hire?
So the 5 players that reached out to me after the press conference, or the meeting he had with them, and they're all players of high profile. They all said,
he spoke to him separately?
No, he spoke to the team, and then some of them went up to him individually and shook his hand and talked with him. Okay. They all said the same thing, that they were thinking about hitting the portal, that they're not right now. They're leaning towards not. They want to see what he's about. He's going to meet with them individually throughout the week, and they love the fact that he made them feel as part of a family, and he's got a personal touch. That's something that they really, really like. They immediately felt like, oh, that's cool. One of the guys said that he shook his hand and told him his name. Coach goes, what position you play? And he told him, he goes, oh yeah, we're going to go to fucking work. And he goes, Joe, I got a boner off that. Like he's just ready to defense. If you're a defensive person, he's had top 10 defenses in the SEC. Like he had a top 10 defense.
Just fucking threw me off right there.
Hey, you ask what the players think. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I guess so.
You ask, you shall receive, right?
TMI.
Squeeze clause,
My goodness. I'm in the spirit, man. Listen, I'm not gonna let it bring me down.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I hope Coach Odom knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I hope I feel like Arroyo put some real young building blocks together for this UNLV team going forward. And like, again, it's not just about their on-field talent. They got locker room talent. And I don't want them to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Let me point this out. The guys that are in the portal may not stay in the portal.
Okay.
So there's Kyle and Noel. Right now, they're thinking about it. There's guys that, high-profile guys that are being, schools are coming after them, that they are right now are, I want to wait and see. I want to talk with him, see how the staff comes before I jump in the portal. And, I look at it as anytime, and this is me being positive. I'm a positive person, but I'm not a negative person. Even with everything that's happening.
For sure.
So,
I'll give you that.
So he's a 500 coach in the SEC at a lower level SEC school.
Yeah.
Players were pissed when he got fired. Livid.
Okay.
That
says something.
I believe he was the coach that Dorial Beckham Green, the number one receiver in the country, top 5 player in the country, he committed to play for him there.
Okay.
So my questions with him, though, are, can he recruit the West Coast? You have to recruit the West.
Have to.
You have to create a pipeline to California. You have to stay home and put a fence around this city in Las Vegas and make Bishop Gorman your second home away from home.
Yeah, real
You have to go to Liberty, DP, Arborview, Silverado. You got to go to them schools, plant a flag, say, you're staying home.
Got to.
Period, point blank.
It's a must, man. Listen.
If he can do that, I think it's going to be okay because he's a player's coach.
Check this out, Coach Odom. We don't know you yet. We will know you soon. And the first thing we are going to stress to you, sir, Las Vegas high school football. Pay a lot of attention to it. Come to home. Let home see you. Let the kids out here ingratiate the UNLV program with high school football in Las Vegas. That hasn't been done.
Oh, by the way?
That hasn't been done. In the time that I've been covering this, like, I'm from California. The first one to say, I went to Sarah High School. All right. The home university has not ingratiated itself with high school football in Las Vegas. And it's time for it to happen.
I'm going to point this out too. Our boy, Donovan Palat.
Yeah. What?
Him and Coach Odom follow each other on Twitter.
Oh, man.
I'm not saying,
man.
But man, that would be one hell of a flip.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm about to make some calls to some people. See what it is. See what it do.
Don't get me gassed. Hold on. Been spending too much time on this.
Okay, let's do it.
Been spending too much time on this.
Go ahead. I'm going to let you go ahead because I had a good weekend too. We beat the Bears. Griffin can't say a word. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Griffin was he. That's why he was moping around.
Oh yeah. That's why he got our tuck tail real quick.
Check this out. You have now tuned in to the Chandler Jones Show.
So, yeah, the Raiders won their 3rd straight game after beating the brakes off of the Chargers. I'm not going to say what city because they like to move around a lot.
San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego. We'll say San Diego. So, with that, I want to talk about a couple things, but you said the name I want to talk about.
Woo!
Credit the Raiders defensive staff and Josh McDaniels.
Yes.
For making an adjustment that since he's did it, Chandler Jones has played out of his mind.
Stand up,
Chandler. Stand
up, Chandler.
He played his ass off on Sunday.
Man. Listen, bro. When you calls the quarter, you don't have to sack him. You don't even have to sack him.
Nope.
When you move him to a place where he does not want to be when he throws the ball,
he's uncomfortable,
bro. It's going to be dividends behind that. I've been saying this all season. What I believe is that the Raiders have a good enough offense. Honestly, even 2 levels deep. I think they have a good enough offense to overcome being uncomfortable in the scheme. Because that man 17 is a huge problem, bro.
Gee, I wonder why.
This
Who's
guy
been saying that?
Is a huge
Just sticking the knife deeper into me. Like, ooh,
here's the
deep.
thing, though. I always said this, man. He's up there with Aaron Rodgers. He's playing against trash, man.
Trash. He ain't the best.
He's playing against gut, man. The Detroit Lions and the Bears and the Vikings, that's cut, man. Anybody could ball out against them.
And the secondaries in this conference, this division's cut.
That man comes out here and plays against the Broncos.
Secondary's cut.
And he plays against the damn Chiefs.
Secondary's cut.
Chargers, man.
Secondary's cut.
And they can't do nothing with this guy.
Nobody can.
Can't do nothing with this guy, man.
Devontae, we're coming to you now. Forget you coming to us. We're coming to you.
This guy's ridiculous, man. Listen. All right, so you're going to do your Devontae bit, right?
I just did it. We're going to keep it pushing.
Excuse me, number 28. We would love to have you on the show.
I've seen him too.
We need to get you. We need to speak to you, my boy.
Hey, I seen him at the USC game.
You know what I would like for you know what we need to do?
What's that?
We need to find a stretch Brinks truck.
Pay the man.
Pile it in. Silver, gold, diamonds. Give him everything he wants.
You said silver and gold. You know what that made me think of? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, when Yukon Cornelius starts singing the song.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to have to stream that. You know, I'm in the spirit, man.
I know. That's why I said it.
I'm in the spirit, man.
Hey,
I'm cooking chili right now.
Man.
Listen, man.
Fire.
It's happening, right? I'm drinking red wine. The Raiders done won, 3 games in a row?
3.
Right? Yeah. Listen, man.
Lakers playing well, too.
AD is balling
MVP.
like he's supposed to be balling. Yep. Like he's a problem. He is balling like he's supposed to be balling. Knock on wood. Every time he hits the ground, bro, I like
your butthole clenches.
Oh man, whole like year just flashes in front of me, man.
Hey, but
I've had some terrible luck.
I'm not ready to get off the Raiders though.
No, don't.
Josh McDaniel said something the other day. I'm just gonna paraphrase. It ain't word for word, but it basically like
what he say?
He said something to the effect of, when you first take Spanish class, you don't come in there learning to speak, day one and have you speak Spanish fluently. You got to learn the language, and halfway through the year when you're in class, then you start to you can speak it.
Yes.
Same shit with this offense.
Agreed.
And
preaching it, man. Been preaching it, man. Been right there next to him, man. Them first couple of games this year, they was lost. Joe, they was lost. Man. We seen them in practice lost.
We seen them in the games lost.
All right. The Saints knew they was lost.
They were sick though. Let's be real. There's the flu running around the team. Let's be real.
I'm
about
just saying
that.
I heard it on the sidelines.
Okay.
They knew they didn't know they shit.
Okay.
So if it's that
apparent.
And I remember in the Charger game, it was so much teaching going on. Hey, the other team can hear you over here telling this man where he's supposed to be.
99's Mike. Hey.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that you can't win like that.
Right.
All right. And just like you say, Coach said, I didn't hear him say that, but that's the case. You see him picking it up.
And that's a good thing.
They're starting to pick this thing up.
And I think the Raiders need to do what they're doing right now. You rely solely your offense on 28 and 17. Jacobs and Adams, the law firm of Jacobs and Adams. That's what you rely on. That is,
like it.
When you're leading the league in rushing and you're a 1,000-yard receiver and it's only week 13, you rely on them, and that you make Derek Carr a game manager. That's what you do. There's nothing wrong with that. Tom Brady's been a game manager his entire career.
Okay, cool. That's fine, but something needs to be said here.
Go ahead.
Right? Some of these passes that this dude throws can only be thrown by a couple of quarterbacks that we've seen. All right. He's capable of threading the needle on some of these passes that he gets out there, man. Like,
who said he's not?
Can I finish, please?
I'm waiting.
I'm just
taking too long.
Sun's coming up. Taking too long.
Taking too long. Sun's coming up.
You tell me I'm on a franchise podcast. I can as long as I want.
Let the liquor tell it.
Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, our quarterback is capable of making throws that not many others can. To sit and just kind of put him in this game manager. No, he's more than a game manager. All right. When they start blocking for him, he's a different player than when they're not blocking for him. His interceptions, they're tipped. They're not his fault. Being tipped. Now, what I've seen consistently is people being left open. Guys are open consistently. during my time covering Derek Carr that he misses, and he does this a bit too much. Bringing Devontae here kind of cancels that out. So all of this, I still don't see what Raider Nation think is going to be better than what we have.
Can I ask you a question?
One last thing.
Okay,
One last caveat. 3 games in a row. No Renfro, and no Waller.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be back, right?
Renfro.
Waller's done for the year.
I'm not saying that, but I mean, Renfro will be back.
Are you saying Waller's done for the year?
I'm not saying anything.
What are you saying then?
I'm saying that he could be back. You're right.
Why you so confident about Renfro and so coy about Waller? What do you know? Speak.
Let me ask you a question about the game manager deal, right?
This guy, man.
No, let me ask you about. No.
Just like shot at me to the left, bro.
Let me ask you a question about that. Why is it a negative connotation that I said he's a game manager? There's
it's
nothing
not
wrong
negative.
with that.
It's just that he's more than that.
But I don't think he is, because when he's had,
You're wrong.
No, when he's had to be more, he hasn't done it.
You're wrong.
No, you're drunk.
I'm not drunk.
I'm just playing.
What are you saying? You're wrong. The man's more than a game manager. Look at his stats.
No, what I'm saying is it's not about being a game manager. Doesn't mean that you're not an elite, not an elite, but you're not.
Derek Carr wins games for the Raiders. He has done it consistently over his career. Just don't want to give him credit for it. I don't know if they don't like his accent. I don't know if they just think he's a company man and they don't have a personality. I don't know what it is that people don't like so much about Derek Carr.
All I'm saying,
only thing I don't like about him is that he leaves people open a bit too much.
All I'm saying is when he's not forced to be the man and he can distribute the ball to other players and let them be the ones to make the plays, he just got to get them the ball. He's way more effective and can win. But when he's the guy that they're like, okay, Derek has to lead us down. Derek has to be the one. That's when I think the gravity of the situation falls on his shoulders. And I don't
give me the quarterback that you don't say that about.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson.
Deshaun Watson been in jail for the last 5 years.
He ain't been in jail. Don't talk about that man like that.
Lamar is hurt.
Now you said
Pat Mahomes
names.
might be the best thing we ever seen. Who else you say?
Josh Allen. Oh, you crazy?
Nope. He's good.
He might be the MVP,
but he ain't flawless. Josh Allen will throw to the other team.
Who said he's flawless? I didn't say none of them dudes
He will
is flawless.
throw to the other team.
I didn't say none of them dudes is flawless.
All right, but I'm saying everything that you're saying right now and applying to Derek Carr, you can apply to everybody. If you make the quarterback do everything, somebody is going to hit him.
I watched Aaron Rodgers take 30 seconds to go down and beat your Niners on 30 seconds with no timeouts to kick a field goal. That's leading your team down. I've watched Patrick Mahomes
Wait. Back up.
That was regular season last year.
Hold on.
Not in the playoffs.
Back up. You have the audacity.
Yep.
To use the 49ers versus Green Bay in some kind of analogy.
Yep, sure the hell did.
You know what? I'm so glad that Devontae Adams is not wasting his time with your type anymore.
Whatever.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
The point is,
as much as we didn't dog walk y'all,
as
much as Jimmy Garoppolo,
which one of your teams?
Colin Kaepernick,
got like 50 in the NFL.
Joe Montana, Steve Young.
No, the Montana Young didn't dog walk him. No.
Damn. Who else?
In the 90s, the 49ers were the Packers bitch. It's like Dallas was
you're out of your
Dallas's
mind,
bitch.
Man. Listen,
that's what happened.
Don't bring up the Green Bay Packers to a 49er fan. Don't do it.
Are you a Niner fan or a Raider fan right now? Which one?
Both.
Which one right now?
Always have been. Always will be. Pushing 50, so I don't give a goddamn what none of you say, including the Niner fans and the Raider fans. I've been a fan of both before most of you were even born. Who cares? Stop it. It may have affected me when I was in my 15s and 16s. I don't care anymore. I'm literally going to take my jersey and sew it in half, both of them.
Who you gonna put out
and wear them together?
What player?
January 1st.
Ronnie Lott. You can put Ronnie Lott jersey like that?
Let me see. It'll be a 9 and it'll be a 1. or it could be a 5 and an 8.
Romanowski. Hey, Romanowski would be a good one.
Romanowski.
We got to do Romo.
Woo!
Oh, we got to call Romo. We got to get Romo back on the show. Get Bill on the show.
Boom. We
Bill,
doing Romanowski.
At you.
We doing Romanowski for January 1st. When the 49ers play the Raiders, I'm not shooting anything.
You're going to get wasted.
I'm going to get wasted. I'm going to try to make it to the end of the game, though.
I may want to go with you to that one.
Blast, man. I'm going to have a ball. You should come with me.
Let's go. Let's do that
I'm going to be
one.
the life of the party.
Let's
I'm
do
going
that
to be
one.
fighting with everybody. Everybody's going to be beefing with me.
I'm with
None of my people in my section, like we're a family in my section, you know what I'm saying? It's going to hurt their hearts to see me root for the Niners that day. It's going to hurt them.
I'll wear some.
But I'm going to have on this one, I'm going to have my faithful to the base slung. I'm going to have this one slung to this side. I'm going to have my faithful to the base slung to that side. I got a black and silver Niner hat, right? I'm probably going to have.
You got to do probably
you
probably do the white and red jersey because you can wear black pants with it. See what I'm saying?
I got to work this some kind of way, man. I got to have one of my jerseys to swing in my hand like this. I got to have the other one on. But then I might get drunk and switch them in the middle of the game. I'm going to fight with the Niner fans when we on defense. I'm going to fight with the Raider fans when we on defense. I'm going to have a ball.
What if you had like the jersey and had it made, right? And have the opposite one made too so you can swipe them out that way?
Just switch them?
Yeah.
That's stupid. I already got one Raider one and one 49er one. I just keep switching them anyway.
You said you're going to go half. You said you're going to go half season.
That was to leave it on for the whole time, Joe.
Oh, my bad.
Come on, man.
My bad, Squeeze.
Look, the thing is, the Raiders have won 3 games in a row and they have not been eliminated from playoff contention.
And they look good.
I'm
glad to see
that. They are learning the system. They still in it, man.
This goes to show
Unlike.
Hey, they're still in it technically.
Yeah, unlike.
Oh, here we go.
The U.S. men's national team.
And we got to bring up bullshit. World Cup. I would get up early to watch games, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like you was in France, so you was up at, it was probably like 7, 8 o'clock your time.
Yo, listen. So I go out. I'm over there doing a gig. And I go out to just like get me something to eat. I'm on a little break and I'm staying off of the Champs-Élysées and I go outside, man. And like, it is utter chaos. The traffic has stopped. The police have lined both sides of the street. And it is thousands of people in the street, man. Morocco shocked the world and won their group last week.
That's so cool.
There's a huge Moroccan community in France. You know, France, they're colonizers. So they went to Morocco and made everybody speak French. And so there's a big Moroccan community there, party. Man. And they was out in droves, Joe, bro. They was having a ball. They was singing. They was dancing. The biggest thing ever happened to them as far as like world football, right?
That's so cool.
And then today, they beat Spain. Woo! Man, listen. When I tell you, like, some of the most like lopsided things that you would never see would have to be like Leicester City winning the Premier League a couple of years back, and then this today, man, like. Spain is an all-star team compared to Morocco. And I mean, people don't understand the difference between the coaching, the training, the nutrition, the transportation, food, lodging, life, period, between the Spanish national program and the Moroccan national program. Bro, I mean, for them to win that group, like, that is some of the that was shocking, and I am so happy for the people of Morocco. America doesn't understand what's at stake for the other countries. Like, these guys that have done this, they put an African nation into the quarterfinals.
Well, okay, so serious question. Did you see the thing on Netflix about FIFA?
I didn't, man. My dad was telling me about it. Man. He was like, you got to watch it. I ain't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it.
Man, I seen bits and pieces. I'm working and I have it on in the background.
Yeah.
So I can like listen while I'm, man.
About Sepp Blatter and all of them.
Yeah, but not Sepp Blatter. Who's the African dude that was
I can't think of it.
Man, Hustler.
Yeah.
Man, he did them cats dirty.
Yeah.
But I say that with, I was getting up early watching the World Cup. It's important to me because I like it.
Yeah.
And when I was watching USA play Denmark, Denmark was just that much better, that much skilled. Eric Ten Hag is different.
What do you mean? Who? You mean Erickson?
Erickson. No. No. Who's the guy that Man U was trying to get from Barca? The Frankie de Jong. My bad. Yeah. Frankie de Jong is just different.
Yeah.
You know, and watch him just to see how smooth
You
they
mean
were.
against the Netherlands?
Netherlands.
Yeah.
The same thing. Denmark is Netherlands, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, my bad.
Absolutely. Think about Holland is Netherlands.
That's right.
Denmark is a whole nother country.
But yeah, they were. It was different. The size difference, everything.
I mean, that's a the Netherlands is another level of a football program from us, man. It's just as simple as that. Like
Pulisic is the truth.
Yeah, he is. To be honest, like this is the best team that we fielded since I've been watching. But we don't have a finisher, man. Don't have a home run hitter. Don't have that true number 9 who's your striker. And that was just a blaring difference. And then, you know, the US made some mistakes that just kind of made me feel like the lights was a little too big. Because in the run up to this tournament, they weren't making those kind of mistakes. And I'm not just talking about in the group stage. I'm talking about it in qualifying too.
Okay.
They made some real like novice rookie mistakes that played into how the Netherlands thought about us and all of the European teams think about us when we line up against them. We don't play them enough. The teams, the American teams, so Central America, South America, Mexico, we play those teams more because of our tournaments on this side of the world, right? So they have a little more respect now for the U.S. than Europe has. Europe has none, right? So that draw against England, that was a big deal.
Oh, yeah, it was.
That was a huge deal.
I watched that at my mama's.
Right. But I think it exposed some weaknesses to the Dutch team that is a different team. They play a different style than the English team does. Like we was better suited to play against Wales and England than we were against the Netherlands. Like that Louis Van Gaal way of ball is, it just counteracts what we do the worst. You know what I mean?
So why is it that I believe certain countries let you have dual citizenship?
Right.
We don't. Like there's got to be people who are ballers that have dual citizenship that could.
Yeah. Well, the thing is though, the programs overseas, like, so you got a lot of American servicemen who were based in Germany, Poland, a lot of the places within you know, NATO and our treaty alliances, right? They got with European women and had children, and those children can choose to come to America and play in the American academies, or they could choose to stay home and play in those, and they always choose to stay home.
So how do we change that?
You got to get past this stage in the World Cup, man. You just do. We've got to get ourselves into the quarterfinals. We've got to do it consistently to be completely taken seriously. I felt like this time around we were going to have the speed to compete because I thought we were going to be one of the fastest teams. And that game against England showed me that we weren't. You know what I'm saying? So I started worrying when I saw that. And it's just, it's going to be difficult, man, because they start so young. And they don't have the weight of other sports when they're young.
Yeah, they don't have NFL dad and want to be NFL dads teaching their kids and
or
go.
NBA ones.
Yeah,
also.
Baseball ones too.
Yeah, across the board.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot going on in America, man. So, you know, we're getting better on the world stage, but it's going to be incremental. And, you know, I don't see us winning the World Cup anytime soon. So just got to keep just got to keep getting better, man. Because if you look at it, it's been 8 years since we even had a shot. We didn't even make the World Cup the last time. So we just have to make sure that we keep cultivating. I think that a great thing is that a lot of these kids on our team are playing in Europe. We got a lot of players that are playing in Europe on our team right now. And that's where the highest level of football is had. Like you got, there's a lot of good football going on in South America, Central America, right? But poor countries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to the technology and the access to coaching and access to facilities that you're going to have in England or Germany or Spain or Italy.
And I know it's in Saudi Arabia, but how poor is it when they're paying Ronaldo $250 million a year?
Hold on, man. Let's not add Saudi Arabia to the word poor.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
nah.
He's getting $250 million a year.
Yeah, no, that's different, man. That's oil money. And it's like, that's where it's always a profit. They can do that.
You surprised he went there?
I was, until it started looking like it's either you go there or you get nothing. You don't
no
play.
MLS though either.
Yeah, it's like nobody seems to want him at the level that he wants to be wanted, except for Saudi Arabia. So that's what he took.
I'll take it too.
Hey man, listen.
Pay me $200 million a year.
His team that played today, and they didn't start him.
You think
Portugal did not start Cristiano Ronaldo today?
Do you think that he just has his self-evaluation he has a way too high evaluation of himself where he's currently playing at?
I don't think it's necessary that. I think that he knows his ability, and he, in a certain system, his ability can keep him in the conversation for the best player in the world right now.
Okay.
At this age. The problem is that system is all but dead. Nobody wants to play that anymore because it doesn't win. And what wins is a younger man's game, a younger man's tactic, more running, more defense, putting your body on the line, things that he's not capable of, number one, and things that he feels are beneath him. Like those things should be done by somebody else on the pitch. To a certain extent,
I should just score goals.
Yeah, that's what it is. And if you put him in a system where he could just score goals, he's going to be the stat man. He's going to break all of the records. He's going to continue to be Cristiano till he's 42 years old.
He's Karl Malone, just cherry picking.
I mean, yeah, if you put him in that position, he's going to be the man. But okay, you still got to make the shot though.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I get
Cristiano's going to make the shot. If he can cherry pick for the game, he's going to make the shot. The problem is that's going to leave a man or two open in most football systems around the world, at least the winning ones.
Right.
And so you open yourself up to counterattack and a lot of other problems. Manchester United said, no, we can't let it happen. Everybody looked at Erik ten Hag like he was crazy. And the Portuguese coach is doing the same thing. So
Erik ten Hag is right once again.
Something to everybody. That being said, they kept him on the bench too long today. That's borderline disrespectful. Like the man has done so much for Portugal. He's done so much for football, period. Honest to God, man, I'm not even mad at the interview, all of the stuff that came out against Manchester United, because as soon as that happened, the Glazers started talking about selling the team. Now, nobody heard that. Hey, I was just saying that wasn't going to happen a couple of weeks ago.
You texted me as I was driving down to L.A., and you were like, Joe, and I called you, you bastard, you didn't answer. But all I wanted to point out was, I said this, Ronaldo may have pushed the Glazers to, like that was my thought process behind it. And that may have been the best thing he ever did for Man U. Might be.
You never know, man. I just like, just got mixed emotions about it, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it happen like this for my team. I don't want to see it happen like this for him. He's one of my favorite players that I ever watched play. And today, after they were up like maybe 4-0, 5-0, like, man, get the man on the pitch, man. You got people in the stands that pay their money to see him. Yep. Some people don't even care about football. They don't care about soccer at all. They care about Cristiano Ronaldo. And at the end of this is the twilight of his career. Get him on the pitch. You up by that many points, man? Let him get on the pitch and thrill the people, man.
Well, before we get out of here, I do want to say and send some well wishes to somebody that I think, we grew up knowing, and we didn't know how great he was until we heard about it, and that's Pele.
Yeah, man.
Pele is the greatest soccer player of all time. He is a man that revolutionized the game, and he's battling cancer. It's terminal now, and they're just trying to keep him well. He's down in South Africa doing his thing, or no, Brazil, doing, in the hospital in Brazil. So on behalf of everybody here at Franchise and soccer fans
all around the world,
Pele, get better. We're keeping you in our prayers.
Get better,
thank
man.
you for everything.
Go Brazil. This is why we pulling for y'all. We want to see y'all pull this off so the great one can see you do it himself.
Yes.
We want him here to watch it. In closing, we want to go back to our first subject. Listen, Coach Arroyo, we want to say thank you for what you did for this university, for this football program. We had a ball watching you put your stamp on it. We had a ball watching you turn this place around. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you for the morale and the culture that you created here.
Thank you for being a friend to us as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to watch you grow as a man and to have your friendship with us away from the field means the world to us, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, man, for sure. Hopefully what you planted will carry on. And if it doesn't, we're going to be on here talking about it. Guarantee you that much.
Yes, sir. With that being said, Coach Odom, best of luck. We'll see what you got.
Let's get it.
We're looking forward to meeting you and seeing what you got in store for UNLV football going forward.
Yes.
With that being said,
get your ass in the Christmas spirit, ho, ho, hoes. You understand me? Go pour you something to drink. Be thankful, be happy. Get with your family. Life is good out here.
Buy his Christmas album.
Oh, yeah, I do got a Christmas album. Come on, man. You got to go. TheRealTQ.com. That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Christmas in Compton.
I'm throwing you lives.
Yeah, man.
Sales. What the hell?
Jump.
When the structure is undone, concoction. Now I walk softly and carry a big stick. Original gorilla in the midst. Get lead, get assist. No look dish, no bricks. I come to set the pick for the youth. Young blood roll straight to the hood.